好，欢迎收看军域实况。今天礼拜二，就是难得有机会，就赶快把那个直播开出来播一下。因为现在礼拜三的话，时间比较不一定啊，有时候会遇到一些事情，所以不一定能开。那今天呢，就直接进入主题啊，就是一样是我冬季特卖的时候，我买一些游戏，就是你知道冬季 Steam 特卖其实就是一个最大的跳楼大拍卖，所以当然是买一些觉得不错的，对，然后拿来玩这样，我觉得蛮好啊。然后我后来有看到有一个同捆包，就是这一款叫做极乐迪斯可，名字听起来很80年代还是怎样，但其实它还蛮有趣的一个元素，对。然后它这个刚好是跟那个什么控制有这个也是3D 的那种剧情游戏，然后我觉得它游戏性也不错，然后刚好出一个同捆包550，哇，秀啦，就直接怎么样挂到皮啊，对，就买回过神来倚在手上，对，好啊，今天就开出来玩这个。那这一款其实我之前有买来试玩一小段，所以我游戏的那个也会有一点点记录啊，但是我一样会重新玩，因为那个已经有点时间。他当初其实他评价还蛮高的，他是2019年10月15号发行的，然后他在那个去年3月底的时候有一个最终剪辑版。其实他这一款游戏你可以把它当做是一个小说互动类的那种感觉，就是你可以像看一个电影，只是它是俯视视角，然后你是操作一名就是侦查谋杀案的一个侦探，那他有点酒精失忆症，就是融入最后大丈夫，你有点失忆，到底是发生什么事？然后一边办那一边回想。我觉得他这个游戏的文本就是非常多的剧情在里面。对，然后我觉得林林总总很多啦，然后我觉得在奖项部分我们就提一下，2019年因为出嘛，然后他就有获得年底的游戏大奖，什么提名还有获奖，这真的是超级多的，所以基本上我觉得他这款游戏它蛮特别的，就是剧情上的编排很好啊，因为文字量真的很大，所以我真的觉得他不会输。大家如果有在玩游戏，应该知道，就像巫师3，有波兰蠢驴，也是后来做2077的那个团队，他们先前的成名代表作。然后还有那个 GTA， 有没有耳熟能详如雷贯耳啊？他们有做过碧血狂杀，还是描写西部的一个亡命之徒。我觉得这几个基本上都是大作，但是它这一款极乐迪斯科，它虽然不是一个很画面很绚丽啊，然后搞了一堆无为不为，但是它就是它的文字还有一些的编排上，我觉得真的做得蛮好的啊，真的有机会是可以来玩玩看的哦。然后像 Steam 的评价也相当高，97分诶。对，然后很多这种知名的评价网站，就是 GameShop， 就是你看一款放荡不羁且有深度的侦探 RPG， 让你成为任何一类你想当的侦探。为什么叫任何一类？你可以当一个就是搞一些小手段的侦探，只为了破案，还是要栽赃。对，然后你要当一个英雄，或者是当一个不择手段的恶徒都可以，随你选，就是这种选择性游戏，就是它就是趣味在它的开放，以及它能够让你做最大限度的影响剧情的一些举动。它这个东西就是影响你后面的结局。我没有去查它结局有几个，但是我觉得它这种开放性的这种玩法，我就是特别喜欢这样子。对，然后你看他还有提到什么全英文配音啊，还有政治观任务，还有什么手柄支持。其实我就用滑鼠啊，这我觉得，因为这游戏就是选择而已嘛，选择题大会嘛，就是你选一个你觉得适当的举动，然后挂了 key 就对了，嘿，好了，废话不多说啊，我会把这个东西连结，我就是贴在我的那个 留言板这边，大家可以有兴趣的话可以去看。对，它特价已经过，所以就大家自己斟酌，自己看啊。如果是喜欢这种剧情类 RPG 啊什么的话，我觉得这个是一个可以尝试的游戏，对，还蛮不错的。好，而且它的画风也非常的独特，就是知道叫水墨画吗？还是什么？反正就是非常的有张力、有绚丽。对。然后我买的时候之前就有先看一下，所以我知道那个我之前的那个记录那个点好像还在。对，所以就还不错啦。觉得开出来玩这一款是还蛮有意思的哦。哇，你看这个，这个 logo 呈现，好，因为有前面的记录，但我没有要用那个记录，我们就玩新游戏。对，你可以哦，你看哦，它有分几个属性，智力，就是你看它的推理啊，然后能言善道啊，然后什么样的，然后心智，可以影响自己跟他人的能力，就是都在沟通，对，思想派，然后体格，身体强壮，还有身手，就是动作灵敏，对，感性派。擅长心理分析，富有吸引力，但极不稳定，或许会失去理智。哇，这个我记得我上次第一次初试玩是玩思想派，还有肉体派，极为健硕，用身体是吧？就与世界互动，可以把事情搞定，或者就是笨拙的像块石头。好，我们这次来当个感性派，好不好？反正，制作游戏我觉得就也没有什么特别的，我们就选个，觉得 OK 的这样子。好，我们来当个感性派吧，今天来感性一下吧。对啊，复仇女神就在家中境内。这便是他们的住所，哪怕这水清澈见底，若深亦可溺人。哦，不知道大家觉得声音大不大
？Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
哦，很酷哦，他们每一个都有配音。
Never ever. Never ever ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
就那个救什么的东西，这真是太棒了。
Yes, it is.
那再多来一点。不如你再吐点那些甜蜜的湮灭。现在我想下去。好，就这个。对，让我摆脱这一切。
Or did you not sense yourself marinating?
忘
Poured
乎
so
所以。
much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension.
轻而易举。
Was out there first.
内陆帝国。它就是它解释一下，它有一些选项，就是你要对应的能力，然后你的能力可能在某些选项里面，它可以达到就是奇效，或者是可以让你更容易成功，或者是可能会让你失败。 对，就像我们前面所选的，我们这次选的是一个感性派，那他可能对于情感的感受可能就会比较强，比选其他两个来的更容易感动人，或者是打动人心，或者是之类的。对，恐惧、忧虑，你应该先问妈妈有没有什么。等等，这是我自己做的吗？告诉我是什么在等我？我不在乎，我是个白痴，一个勇敢的白痴。等等，这是我自己做的吗
Your one disco mother.
？Disco Mother，
There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out.
是星球吗？
You can make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Infinitesimally small. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face. Or you
Oh you do， 他的配音真的很带感。Oh you do， 对，真的非常的听起来是我喜欢做的事，就是感觉。
The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert.
粘在油膏上的苍蝇。
Longing, dancing to disco music.
Dancing in disco music.
You're a champion.
You're a champion， 不是 warrior。妈妈帮我，我的脖子上连着一个脑袋，我也在脑袋里啊，你当然在脑袋里。我不害怕，我是个战士。怎么样？我要醒过来，就对了。好，极度的头痛。
and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
哦，醒来了，光是从梦中醒来就有这么多戏，睡成这样，只剩一条内裤而已。我连人像都是模糊的。这特大容量的红准酱酒瓶是空的，意思是说它全喝了，对不对？
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
它的所有文字都有配音。
Has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
拉一下风扇。
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained.
对，就是他做任何
Is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole. It's just a little hangover-induced
光线敏
photosensitivity.
感。
Don't overreact.
再一次把灯关掉。不用了，就这样。
Spots dance on your retinas. It's almost
好，就这样，开着灯好了。衣服，然后外口了。哦，所以他我的领带，然后我的西装外套。OK， 那我应该要找我的裤子，在这里。你看见浴缸里有很多瓶子，葡萄酒、啤酒还有甜酒，哇，到底是喝多少？真的是搞到跟最后大丈夫一样。这边还有门是不是？然后那个水还在开着，看一下镜子跟破布是不是？
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
哦，把半边的水龙头扯掉了，这个被旅馆老板打死了。
From the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface, abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
我就要伤害自己，我就要擦。
Behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
哦，这是个晚期酒鬼。
You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible.
你把自己吓到。
Scaring yourself. Oh my god. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your... What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
可能是为女士准备的
Please
吧。
promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies. Whatever happens,
我保
you
证。
liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
哇，这个非常低，有没有它的选项？它需要博学多闻，跟它需要食髓知味这两个。啊，反正会失败，算了，不选了。搞不好选了会有负面效果。有，我已经穿上了。我是先穿夹克再穿衬衫，这个逻辑有点怪。好，这个都看了。
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your foot. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the
驴篓飞旋。
number 1 is etched on it.
尽管没有录音带可供播放，这台盘式放映机仍在持续运作。看来有人在机器上在运转时，把录音带从机器中扯出搅烂了，真的烂成一团。我的鞋子，左脚。只有左脚。
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
哦，会是自己丢的吗？
Scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor.
物体呈抛物线。
In after impact.
评
It
估
is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole
绿鞋。
almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force.
哦，所以他的鞋子可能就这样直接丢出去了，
Congratulations.
用自己的鞋子砸碎。
With your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
原来我把鞋子给扔到窗外去了。
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
啊，我是个商人。
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
你确定吗？我也不知道我是不是警探呢。你确定吗？
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days on
你自己
official
说。
police business. No, couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
本鉴定无法重复。循循善诱，有挑战，对他试那个表情，让他知道你想要他的肉体上的。哦，这个我们直播可能不很适合播这个。42%感觉是有机会啊，我们要按看，会不会等下被检举？啊，随便啦，反正按看。
The words have already left your mouth.
来一发。
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say?
好啦好
Come
啦
on,，make
算
it
了，
pretty, please.
Don't back down now. Say what you said again.
还要再说一次吗？好，来，
Damn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
我是末日警探。
Calm already? You're one intense cop. Anyone ever tell you that?
紧张的警察，对，我不确定自己是否这么紧张。我不会知道，不记得有人告诉过我任何事情。我不知道，
Okay, sir. I have to ask. Do you really not
就像那个
remember? Just like that? You drank so much you lost your memory?
我觉得差不多吧。我当警察就是个笑话，或者是我开的一个玩笑。也许是我喝多了，而且我还太老了。
I'm sorry. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
啊，走掉了。
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
不是你做的。我还没有问什么事情，他就说不是我做的。看来他烟灰缸里留下了一根长长的烟蒂，还在冒烟呢。等一下火灾了都没有熄灭。日期显示目前是51年3月，不知道是什么的51年。他还没有写日西历还是什么。桌上有什么东西？什么东西？我供啊！直接出门去。对话过程中选择以等一下或等等，获取额外资讯哦。不会是那个哦好。我找到了，我的另外一只鞋子。鞋子 OK， 穿好了。看来你的绿色蛇皮鞋很想念它的伙伴，在深入未知荒野探险之前，你最好把它找回来。OK， 我已经找回来了，这个完成。
There they both are, Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin.
对啊，普通警察会穿这个、啊。
A normal cop is not what you are.
尺寸怎么样？
They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
OK。在暗处装备手电筒吧，所以它有一些场景可能是比较昏暗的，或者是它没有电灯。啊，还有我们现在穿完鞋子以后，它的跑步速度就提升了。
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit. Who knows what you are? A monster. A
肥美多汁的烟头。
home of Jeroma. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette.
The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
它的领带也会表达意思。
Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
我应该满腔热情的去做，
Good. They'll make you stronger and
酷到上天应该
You're
都
too
很难。
old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils.
哇，这个语，你看它的文法什么？找到香烟，马上然后抽上一口，原地立马原地爆炸，一步到位，秒变离经叛道的霸道总裁，秒变高深莫测的红龙，鼻孔里还能吐出炙热的烟雾。
Plus, smoking them gives
找点烟抽，我去哪里找点烟抽？这已经没有烟了。这是讽刺新闻世界号角的周末版，头版没有什么换得起记忆的东西，奇怪。发现了一个无法开启的东西，带上铁锹试试。 对，放歌本的地方，麦克风，一只破旧的大型卡拉 OK 麦克风正在等待某人用它高歌一曲。大家平常会去唱歌吗？现在好像疫情又要开始了，好像快没有机会去唱歌。麦克风连在收音机上，音乐里没有什么歌
You。should totally sing karaoke. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
对吧？
And it needs to be through a PA system.
透过广播系统，
People, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation,
悲叹。
but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it.
唱悲伤的还是唱欢快的？大家唱歌都唱悲歌还是开心的歌？好了，来嗨一下好了。
Don't sing the happy song. You have to find something tragic to sing.
啊，叫我一定要唱那个。
You have not yet stumbled. Serves them right. You have to find something tragic to sing first.
悲伤的歌，去哪里找悲伤的歌？所以他都会在遇到这些东西的时候，在脑内盘算一下自己要做什么，然后再去给自己定了一个目标，然后去执行这样。
A man in his late 20s.
年近30，
The counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sight that was disdain in his eyes.
轻描。
Even now, he's purposely ignoring you.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop. Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
真正的
What
英
did
雄
you。not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
啊，我做了这么多事，
Actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
那我在干嘛？
I've seen you around. I'm not always here.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs.
我的翅膀断了。
Broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on the wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
这只鸟怎么了？
Your buddy is over there.
短夹克的男人。
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I have
Yeah.
3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here.
塞维尔。
I'm only standing in. She just, you know.
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
好吧，算了，不找他聊了。旁边还有很多互动的小物品。鼻通灵，这是一台桶装饮水机，一个巨大的泡泡正浮上水面。菜单被擦掉，上面只剩下一个词“周一”啊，周一，所以今天是周一吗？ 一个标识上写的，包厢已被工会成员预定，启用时间是下午4点。对，这个皇家弹珠台没有插电。
Hello, sweetie.
丽娜，生物动物学家之妻。
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
哦，他说这个是我同事啊，底下有个穿橘色夹克的。我不能跟你，我不能跟你聊天，对不对？
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you.
哦，握手。
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
标新立异。我真的不记得自己的名字。
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
经理，哦，我跟他谈
If
过
you
了
don't。mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial
计
intel?
划最初的走访顺序，什么走
At the
访？
57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons
初始嫌犯清单。
just skim the surface, prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
哦，通常就是发生什么凶杀案还是什么，你就会列说，我们准备要去采访哪些嫌疑人，所以他说你要有一个初始嫌犯的清单，然后再来看现场。哦，你不会这么做吗？这是疑问，你应该都会要这么做，但是你没这么做啊！我失忆了，我当然没这么做。是的，警察，我知道自己是个警察。什么走访？当然有咯。好，我知道我是警察
And。the interviews? Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take it. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
好像是哦，我好像有提到。
Sure. But did you take it down? Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
没有。
The body is...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice.
显然他更希望世界不在树上。
where it has been hanging for 7 days.
哦，挂在那边7
We
天
should
哦。
go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
啊，如果我说不是真警察，
Sometimes there is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket has
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating me.
你可以假扮
I could
他
have。gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the inspectorate. Yes. They are not just white rectangles. They bear a
CN
watermark
字母
with RCL.
卤素浮水印。
Street grid of Rebachon West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. You mean you don't have a badge?
我好像没有。
Using your identification is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge
把
missing.
尸体放下来，不
I
要
would
走。
advise you to. I can see you drank last night and the night before. That you are still. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating. The best cure for a headache is, of course,
吗啡哦。
they won't have that.
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
哦，
To
好
you,。officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
跟这个经理讲话，他一直在管他的
The
鸟。
man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an interdistrict.
哦，我就叫他小金就好了，这样比较方便。小金是57分局的，啊，我是41分局的。但是我还不知道我自己叫什么名字。毁灭先驱。哎呀，帅哦，真的是帅爆了！我叫毁灭先驱啊，别放在心上。
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while.
No, I only just got here. It was
塞尔维打的电话，他通常在这。
I'm only temporarily.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you?
What, of Martinez? No.
马丁内斯人，
I
加
only
姆洛克。
come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
他有3间餐厅，他只是3不5时来这边损餐醉的而已。
But you still know your way around.
加尔的。
In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
啊？什么
it's？your turn.
你说问问题啊？
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
实体在哪
Behind？this building, there's a courtyard. They hoist. That's easy.
过
See
去
that door there? First, you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there.
打到骑兵都可以过
Does
去
he。want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
哦，
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little note.
She went away because none of your business. Oh
第
my
20
God,
回。
what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds like it.
好，
Let's
就
go.
这样。
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
啊，他们的带那个钱叫做雷雅尔哦。
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination.
吊扇上的混合纹领带。
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
我的领带还会跟我讲赶快溜。
No, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
对了，
The IIR, or
Bullshit.
Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part
反
of
正
it
就是
is,
欠他钱的，对了。
it's safe to assume
No, you don't owe me street cred.
街头性欲点，
You owe this establishment 130 real.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him! No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him! It would be wiser! He wants to take your money!
好，我会考虑的。
The lieutenant looks at you tugging on your...
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the...
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to
1晚20 3天60打坏窗户 再赔40 还有30
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar.
半个吧台
30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus... What are you, a philosopher?
老实说有可能
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or... Are you serious?
工
For your
作
work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
对啊，你敢讲警察会收贿？
Take recompense, but only to survive.
我去哪里拿钱？
Survival to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez and it's a cold spring outside. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant... The man with the unimpressive beard.
Mr.
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 50. Right.
No, I'm...
Do you have her number?
As a matter of...
You said you'd...
What? Oh,
But you still know your...
yes, I'm...
I didn't imply that. The body was behind the building.
Behind this building.
And how do...
See that door that...
Are you supposed to feel guilty?
Let's go.
Not so fast.
No one is saying...
Let's bail!
No. Don't listen.
Oh! You don't owe me shit!
We do not need to escort ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
不行，他骂我是个混蛋。
But you see, he didn't.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo...
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
你要怎样？
But he has to pay. I can't let him stay here.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
好，看看我能做什么。
Couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank. And this plate, but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for over 3 nights. Where would... You don't really know, do you?
对，不知道，不知道，这是不是意味着我无家可回？我是流浪汉情缘。
Maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
连自己住在哪都忘了。门是栓上了，一块牌子写着“厨房为员工保留到下午1点”，然后让他们的午餐的地方，对不对？啊，这个女士，
Sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. Take heart, officer. You must forgive me. I'm getting so... I'm Lena. My
Lena.
husband Morel and I
Oh,
stay
there.
with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
哇，眼睛，就是他描述了抬头微笑的时候，镜框后的眼睛
This
正在闪
is
烁。
wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
Whatever do you mean?
我们学点烟吧，我很想抽烟，找他抽烟。
Sequence killers? Oh my.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. Perhaps another time.
下次吧。甜心需要钱，甜心有钱拿哦，跟一个坐轮椅的要钱哦，好，碎啦。
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol.
是我哎，
She'd like to sponsor you.
太好了，
Your deportment
给点钱吧。
as you shed a single manly tear.
对我来说，像任何人开这个口都不容易。我实在山穷水尽，随便来一点钱都能帮到我。
I could give you this to pawn. Just tide you over.
哇，赞哦！
He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, summer 31.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back. I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
我希望能当掉这个破旧条之旅。好，感谢你，感谢你。
Dear, I just wish I could have done more. Yes, officer. You look rather...
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
我命的边缘。
In the city of Revachol, dear. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most... I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but
瑞瓦肖。
says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seemed... Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
你知道现在是哪一年？哦，对啊，51年。
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should...
Her relief is palpable. She was getting...
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question.
政治模式
What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
啊？我们生活在怎样的政体下？政治模式是怎样的？也许是某种民主政权。民主政权吧。
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone
没有
of
戏
control. Under an alliance of foreign Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been...
这里是一个控制区、自治区啊。自治区啊，没有那个没有民主政权，所以我们是被这个地方，它是等于像附属地那种感觉嘛，它就是没有一个自己的政权，是由另外一个国家空降高官、政府高官来控制的，所以它是个控制区。所以应该像香港。 只有警察。
We should stop for today, sweetie. You
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You were doing quite well up until the end, dear. It does look...
A sigh. The lieutenant...
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you in.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy... Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic. It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty, as they say. Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the I was a training and development manager at a mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays. That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about...
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity.
Of course, dear.
跟他讲了一堆废话，跟他要别针，又跟他问说：“哎，你为什么是残废啊？到底是在干嘛？”哦，不过也是一种关心啊。通常会遇到这种坐轮椅，总是会问人家到底发生什么事嘛，对不对？还是会的，这个基本的关心。资金短缺什么？ 这里是什么
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists
哇，这选项太多了吧！老旧电话亭有一堆电话按钮，列出了所有公司我不知道在干嘛。圣吉莱纳路巴比。 莱纳，你做啊！尸体还在。
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, another goofy Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Fuck that! Kuno!
They pay you no heed or pretend not to.
假装。
Shitting.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener. Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Shitload pig. What?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who...
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fucking for top.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should...
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. I don't know. Some fucking Mesco or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost!
The fuck about it? You're test...
Get lost!
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno's Kuno.
Kuno? Primal?
Yeah? Think about it.
He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he...
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got Kuno! Help! Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno!
Pigs in there, Kuno! Somebody, please!
鬼法师，谁让你这样做？
Kuno's doing this.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance. Oh,
Help! The pig's gagging him!
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
You put him up to this yourself.
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno!
没打到。
you didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target.
Kuno can't believe this shit! Pig! Kuno thought you had this! What?
It's safe to say
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up!
No.
啊？喂。
Kuno's just gonna beat this.
I told you not to tempt such forces. Now, how about we go and...
Look, see? It's the fucking.
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Whoa, whoa!
He's trying to forget it, Kuno.
Reminisce with Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno, what was that?
How are you gonna make Kuno forget that shit, huh?
跟他休战了。
the lieutenant does not approve of.
Don't listen to the blind fuck, piggo. You can pay tribute to Kuno.
What are you doing? No, you really don't.
You don't fucking matter, buck him.
But why? You're turning this into a huge thing. You're totally unraveling, officer.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them, you seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists its neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
There he still is, looking right. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 42. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. 5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 6. An aberration, light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot. Could also have been an adolescent. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 6. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however.
How many?
8个人。
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
是同一群的在那边
I
走
got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
很重的家伙。
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up?
有可能。
200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes. Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul.
奇异学弟。
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor? Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
鼓手。
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer.
The lieutenant clearly appreciates the job.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe.
哦，对，右脚踩油门，有可能磨得比较严重。
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? Mm-hmm.
有个很新的，
Woman or a kid?
41哦，应该是女人吧？
Okay. How?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
That's okay. Go on. A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to.
It is not impossible.
你是怎么知
I
道
heard last week's forecast for coastal Havashon. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
钥匙。
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
对，私情。
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
就是钱哎。 恢复士气。这一桶是什么东西啊？字母 R 上面有一个皇冠，下面的缎带写的“光芒从天而降”，就是个商标的。然后就这个 R， 里面是什么？
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says.
哦，这个饭店的
There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we might need to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one, and he also.
我是跟他要钥匙。
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
I come from the woods, good David. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what...
Don't be traumatizing.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid shit? Fucking right.
Get the fuck out of it.
I'll die before I... Murder was the case, that... I'll die before I... You don't want to fuck with me.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind.
就是站在那边。就是一直 在那边打那个尸体这样。内有空瓶，如果你有塑胶袋，就能带走啊。去哪里弄塑胶袋？
This Postlovantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. A closer inspection.
还有弹孔啊。
The box seems happy. Shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore. The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankfully, even so do you. You shut up, and then suddenly you see it over all the other graffitos. Someone. There is a hollow ring as you kick the box. Your toe has suffered damage.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box. I don't.
He must see the box as the weaker of the two.
啊，踢一个邮箱，然后踢到自己脚扭到这样。这是他的车。他的车也太酷了吧！
A motor carriage. Vapor emanates from the. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat. The frequency tableau lights up. The soft purr of it.
This is Precinct 57. Hello,
Oh.
Lieutenant. How may I...
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
十之四，你现在什么情况完毕？我的情况
10-20, over.
那些数字对我来说没有。
Message, sir, over. 10-9, repeat message, over. 10-4, message received. This is a...
10-22, the captain. This sounds bad.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and...
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over. You mean your partner?
Oh. What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
维克嘛，是我搭档。
Satellite Officer Vitmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
迪克谬伦哦，叫迪克谬伦。
Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose it. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced...
Fuck me! Mac, come here!
What's going on?
Super cop here.
He lost his
badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop...
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person was wondering if...
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get...
New heights even for Captain Sober. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
对，都丢了，妈是一个把警徽、手枪什么都搞丢了，还有自己的企业搞丢了。
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is.
真的不在啊。
It's gone. Your gun is most definitely...
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun.
这领带很烦。
Come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun.
算了，不想讲。
You're breaking up. 10-9 repeat, please. 10-9 come in, officer. Over. Come in, officer. 10-9 repeat message, please. Did you misplace your firearm?
算了，挂掉啊。
Almost definitely.
That did not go well. I guess, did we need anything else here?
A metallic drawer, slide.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to...
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work?
铁锹啊，对不对？敲把什么都不拿，敲把最重要，一定要拿敲把。
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Cold and heavy. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
书都可以拿。
Handles are long and sleek. It's robust. Lets you see things and the pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
听到动力马车这个词就有种沉溺的感觉。
Nothing, nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a a motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are familiar with the concept. The Kupris motorcar does provide most of our...
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Oh.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
继续，没事的。
Probably no. There's a...
Don't worry, miss.
Of course. Where to? What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think. There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements, the harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think.
东边有商店。
Some shops and a
南
bridge.
边有商
The
店。
canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Just coast. There's a little...
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where
于是
silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water, water everywhere. Pouring.
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every
只有瘾君子，所以那个鱼池已经废弃了。
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet.
In the west is the miracle.
西边有个奇迹。小岛，好，先这样吧。
Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with.
哦，对，跟他借手套好了。
Sure. Keep them. I...
看你警察，条子滚回去，这边很排斥条子，对不对？我是警探啊，我来办案的好吗？给一点尊重，对不对？夜晚的街道更为空旷，多数人会在晚上9点或不久后归寝，到了凌晨2点，所有人都进行休息。就国外基本上都是应该是很早睡吧，不太有什么夜生活活动之类的。哦，这边有人喝醉是不是？楠木酒被打翻了。
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all... Maybe later? What is this? What happened, man? You used to be cool. It would go well with those cigarettes.
早点酒喝，这个人睡着了。野
The
兽，
counter rolled out of his open hand. You see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character.
No idea. Looks like he works, possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drink.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly.
叫不起来，失去了一个可以聊天的线索。
Can I help you?
外面那个色相。
No,
Thank you for clearing that up.
why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why.
I thought as much.
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Okay then. Maybe you're...
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What theme?
看到告示牌写着被工会预定。
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead.
巴结工会才能活下去。
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. No, you don't. Fucker. Lay off the swear words. They don't. Besides, the RCM doesn't do search warrants. I know the law.
You do realize you can just go into the kitchen at 1300 hours. No need for... Sambo is an acronym for Samaran boxing.
萨马拉拳击。
Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in...
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is...
He sounds irritated.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shake? That's right, I'm the cafeteria manager. Glad we cleared that. Is there anything else? Well, you're not getting it, asshole!
This is a thoughtful exchange, but can we move on, please?
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes. Absolutely out.
You wait and see, cafeteria. Absolutely in the question.
Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. Like what?
好，等我找到那个歌词再来唱。好，那今天就玩到这边啦。就是反正我们现在就是扮演一个警探，然后在因为失忆了，然后搞丢了警徽，搞丢了枪，搞丢了记忆，真的是什么都是零的状态下，然后跟这个探也算警佐还是什么东西，反正就是搭档，跟他一起搭档。对，然后跟老板、跟这个经理聊天，然后跟那个坐轮椅的阿姨拿了一个徽针，想要拿去当钱这样子。然后还有去后面遇到2个小鬼。我觉得其实他剧情编排上讲得很细致，就是人物的刻画，还有像刚形容那个八主人的那个在地上踩的那个脚印，就他的用词语汇都非常的细腻。然后我觉得他在描述那个场景，因为我们是俯视视角在看嘛，有一些东西跟细节其实是应该要演出来的，比如说像电影一样，就可能拍到一个可能光鲜亮丽的酒杯，或者是什么 有点半生锈的银雕饰之类，就是这种东西。然后他用文字叙述去把这个东西呈现出来。对，然后还可以稍微放大一点，哦，这个镜头缩放。对。但是很多东西就是变成用文字的叙述去补述这个部分，然后我觉得这个东西做的还蛮有意思的，而且它的内容跟剧本其实蛮庞大的，所以你说你要中间要这样选，可以激励很多的不一样的选项去决定你这个人最后他的故事走向，或者是他到底有没有要查凶手，搞不好也可以不查凶手，到处乱晃去做一些别的事情都有可能，对吧？所以希望应该有一定的自由度啦，是希望还是围绕在一些主要的探索部分，也许应该会后面会有一些分支剧情之类的，对。好，那今天目前我们就先玩到这边，好，那下次再看找时间再来玩。那原则上我就是礼拜2到礼拜4会去开个直播方法，去跟大家就是反正就是玩一些觉得不错的游戏这样子。好，今天就先到这边。好。等一下我先存档。
que iba a ir a que un día que viene,